Another Gay Horror Pod with Stuart Ross and Jesse Tabbitt. Hi, we're joined again this week by Amir Moini, and we're continuing. We sort of ended our mini episode on Monday with a cliffhanger, which is now we're finishing up our recent Mother's Month with our discussion of The Substance.
Nice.
Thanks so much for joining us again.
Of course, happy to be here. Excited to talk about The Substance.
Yes, the Demi Moore instant classic, The Substance. Did you see this movie in theaters?
I did. And it was the perfect theater experience. It was packed. Everybody was screaming, it was a great communal experience of like why you go to a movie theater, essentially. Yeah.
My dream for a horror movie is a toned down Scream 2 opening.
Yeah, minus like the killing.
I don't want people running around, but I want that energy, especially with a horror movie.
Wasn't that filmed at New Bev, by the way?
It was filmed at the Vista.
The Vista, right?
Oh, at Vista. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was somewhere like local.
With the exterior is Pasadena, but the interior is the Vista.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We did Scream 2 over the summer, so I was like, what are my locations? I love locations. It's like my favorite, which is why when I was watching this movie, I was like, we're not in Los Angeles. We're actively not in Los Angeles. And then I got out. And
Where are we?
France.
Okay, great. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like the Côte d'Azur.
Yeah.
But
it's a very French movie.
I love this movie so much.
Yeah.
I was in TSA with Coralie on the way to Berlin.
Oh, really?
Film festival. And I got a chance to it was like 6 a.m. so I wasn't going to bother her, but I just politely looked over and I was just like, I'm rooting for you, like in terms of like winning, because it was leading up to the Academy Awards. And I was just like, big fan, rooting for you, like safe travels. I kept it to 30 seconds. I was like, I'm not going to bother her.
That's so sweet. And that was, I feel like she's a newish director. So I wonder if people would immediately recognize her, like, unless they knew. So good for you for being like, good for you, girl. Yeah, I love this movie. I agree. I had a perfect theatrical experience. People were clapping at parts that like weren't even like on paper like clappable. Like someone was like shouting during one of Sue's like workout scenes. Like they're like, "Let's go!" Everyone was like, "What?" Everyone was like, "Pump it up!" Like, "Let's go!" And then obviously the last 10 minutes is so bonkers. Everyone was like losing their minds. So I'm so glad this got a wide release. It's kind of crazy this got a wide release.
It did really well box office wise, especially globally. Like I think it made over $80 million, which is like really great.
Yeah.
So
when it was originally produced by Focus Universal, and she had Final Cut, they requested some changes and she said no. Yeah. So they sold it to Mubi, and then they got to have their cake and eat it too because they produced it. But they didn't take the risk of releasing it. And then Mubi made a ton of money on it. And it really kind of opened up a lot. I feel like it opened up a lot for Mubi. Like they've been taking on a lot more big projects. And
good for them. Mubi is on my radar. Like, I think, you've seen the progression of innovative studios like A24 and Neon. Like now I'm like, okay, Mubi is like one of the next ones. Like, let's see what they do next.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just saw... Oh, go ahead.
As A24 becomes more franchisey, it's nice to have someone sort of rising up to be like, okay, we're going to do the weird shit.
And back in the day, it was Lionsgate. In 2000 to 2005, Lionsgate was the edgy brand that put out things that no one else would. So
saw 1 through 7.
I think Lionsgate did 13. Or I might be making that up.
13. Did they?
I can't remember.
I might be making that up.
I believe that. Yeah.
Don't quote me on it, but they did they would do like weird stuff, and that's sort of like I don't feel like there's a lot of that anymore. And I saw The Substance in a weird. I saw it during the week, during the day, and it was like a quarter full theater, and it was still kind of rowdy.
Yeah.
But not the full. Yeah, not the full.
Yeah, I have needle phobia. Like I hate getting blood drawn. I hate seeing needles. So there were a couple moments where I got really lightheaded watching this movie.
Yeah.
There were so many needle vein moments that I was like, I had to close my eyes towards parts of it.
She's injecting her back like every other 10 minutes. So
there's a lot of needles going on in that.
Yeah. It's so nasty.
This movie is, yeah.
It's the fact that it's also, I'm obsessed with the fact that it's 2 hours and 20 minutes as well. I think we talk a lot about movies being too long, whatever. And you could certainly make the argument that this is too long and self-indulgent, but the fact that it is so long and that Corley had the final cut and it is so bonkers is like so admirable.
I think it works for this film.
Like, yeah, I think it does too.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. Have you seen her first movie, Revenge?
I have not, but it's on really my watch list on Letterboxd, so
it's really, really good.
Watch that. Yeah,
a much tighter, like pared down experience, but just as trippy. So it was interesting because I watched that kind of recently. It was interesting to now see her in like full self-indulgent in mode. This won the best screenplay at Cannes, which is an unexpected choice if you're watching the movie. But I kind of read through the screenplay recently, and it reads almost like a comic book. Like there's like things are bolded big. There's colors, like words are colored. It reads really interestingly.
That's kind of cool. I'd be curious to see that and just how they did it.
Yeah.
Well, I think because she was directing it herself, she was comfortable. She writes out all the descriptions. She writes it exactly how she wants it to look. Exactly. It's like if you're writing for someone else to direct, you don't want to get too detailed because you don't want to you don't want to write them into a corner of how they have to direct the movie. But when you're writing for yourself, you can be like, this is one page with no dialogue of just describing the weird montage I want.
Right. Yep. And this movie is full of weird montages and beautiful cinematography. Beautiful.
I guess they ended on like a couple weeks of just like, they called it lab, where they just filmed all the like weird in between stuff and the weird light stuff and all the prosthetic stuff, and they just sort of were like stuff that they weren't sure where they were going to put it or how they were going to use it, but they wanted to try all this weird stuff, and then it got into the final movie. And I think it's a movie about excess in a lot of ways, and I think the runtime really. It works to have a movie about excess that's 2 hours and 20 minutes because the movie itself is excess.
Yeah. I think about the word gluttony, and I think it almost feels intentional that there were no cuts to it. And also the DP, his name's Benjamin something, like Kraken, I think. But I loved his work. I think that was like one of the focal points for me in this film, were just, you know, the style and the camera shots and everything, like the color schemes. I mean, it was all, even just like the set designs and backdrops, like everything was just so like visually stunning that it was like part of the world. It really worked.
It's almost both minimalist and maximalist. Like everything is, not to use this expression again, but environments are so pared down that it really allows whenever there's like gore or something that's provocative, it really allows that to stand out. But at the same time, everything is so bright. And Stuart, like you were saying, like a lot of the shots that maybe were experimental, like are wild. Like I love the way this movie looks. And I'm glad everyone else seems to as well, because it won a bunch of awards. So
no, it's such a weird movie, and it's nice, especially, and we're kind of a bad year for movies, I would say.
This year, you're saying?
Yes, this year.
I think it's done, by the way. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
We're good.
Okay, cool.
But I also can never look at shrimp the same way.
No.
Was it shrimp or was... Yeah, it was...
It's shrimp, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's just like gruesome the way he would eat them. I was getting nauseous watching that, and obviously that was the point, but just like seeing the little like eyes and the way he was just eating them all. Like I kind of get like nauseous eating shrimp now from that movie.
He's also perfectly cast, even though I read that originally it was supposed to be Ray Liotta.
Yeah, and then he passed away.
Yeah, but I think Dennis Quaid is the perfect person to...
Well, and he didn't even have to really act.
I was going to say for a number of reasons.
I was going to say,
yeah. But wait, I want to get your guys' thoughts. Stuart, should we jump into like the actual flow of the plot?
Yeah, I mean, this one's going to be a weird one because, as we were saying, there isn't that much plot. So it's just sort of like, I mean, my third note is shrimp. like, and I think the shrimp's like 20 minutes into the movie, but you just sort of it's not a plot heavy movie, it's more of like a vibes movie.
Totally.
But I guess we can sort of just say like we start with a montage of Elizabeth Sparkle's career all over her star on the Walk of Fame. Our first sort of hint that we're in an uncanny presentation of Los Angeles is when we see snow over her star on the Walk of Fame, which for anyone who's not in Los Angeles is not a common experience. I'm sure it's happened historically, but it's not. Right. It's not like
I've never seen it in my 12 years living here.
Yeah.
It snowed up in Valencia once, I think, since I've been here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen it like on the mountains in the distance, but like not
it's
in
not
Hollywood.
happening. Not in Hollywood, baby.
Yeah.
And then the beginning of the film also reminds me of like Death Becomes Her in a way. Like just like the demise of a star and kind of all of that. Like I think of like Meryl Streep's character, and I don't know, like there were so many similarities to me with that film in particular.
Yeah, this is definitely Death Becomes Her coded for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is so interesting that it does take place in the world of televised jazzercise, which is, it's not a thing we have, but it sort of presents it as a matter of fact of like, this is the biggest medium.
Yeah.
In the world we're seeing, jazzercise is huge.
It once was, right?
Yeah.
It once was.
Jane
so I think
Fonda,
that's
like,
Jane Fonda. I think that is that's also like notable, like how like the medium of jazzercise is like fading and then it's brought back to life by this incredibly sexy gyrating Margaret Qualley. So youth can save everything, including and especially ratings.
Yes.
I was gonna say something. The car wreck at the beginning, really intense. There was a moment when I was like, wait a minute, is this all in her head? Like from this moment on,
you do love to take a wild guess at.
I love it. Well, I mean, also obviously everything is so heightened that I'm like kind of inclined to believe that maybe she is hallucinating.
There could be a chance. I mean, you think of movies like High Tension where it's like one thing and it's totally something else. And but I always think that too. Like I'm always in my head like maybe it's not real, maybe it's all a dream. Like,
maybe it's all a dream. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, maybe all of this is a dream too.
Don't, Stuart. It's too early for that. It's 11:30. That's like
maybe our real life is when we are dreaming.
Oh, don't get me started.
I'm dreaming about the substance every night.
You know what? I purposely did not watch this before bed because I was like, I'm gonna have fucked up dreams.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna watch it yesterday afternoon and this morning.
Yeah. You're gonna dream about Dennis Quaid eating shrimp. Which is so before the car accident, we meet Dennis Quaid, who plays Harvey. And it's Elizabeth Sparkle's 50th birthday, and he is putting her out to pasture on her 50th birthday. And he's like, we need younger, we need better, we like
sexier.
Yeah. And so she is driving away from this lunch and gets sideswiped, which really got me. I kind of forgot that it had happened.
I wasn't expecting it. It definitely took me by surprise.
Me neither.
And then so she wakes up in the hospital, a nurse with a birthmark, a notable birthmark on his hand.
Yeah, something's off. His eyes are way too blue. His skin is perfect.
He's like a model.
He's creepy.
Yeah, but sure. He checks her back and then hands her a USB drive, which is
not abnormal whatsoever.
People are always handing me USB drives.
Yeah.
I want someone to hand me a USB drive.
I know. At a doctor's appointment,
just for the mystery.
My doctor tries to do magic tricks to me because he's also a magician.
I hate that.
So like he'll literally like whip out cards, and I'm just like, I'm on the exam table. Like, can we not?
Out of your ear.
You're like, I'm just here for my physical, dude. Yeah. Like, we don't need all this. That's crazy. What's his name? That's crazy. What's his number?
He gets me into the Magic Castle, which is all that matters.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
A very important LA connection is the Magic Castle connection.
Lived here almost 11 years, and I have still never been. And it's crazy
I can go per my doctor, so I'll invite you.
He wrote you a prescription.
Yeah.
He needs 50 cc's of magic.
God, I would love that so much.
So she, on the way out, she runs into a former classmate who asked her who's telling her how she's always been beautiful and how she's still beautiful. And they exchange numbers. We get this like really gross, like she drops the number into the mud. And then
as opposed to he could just write it
again.
He tries to hand it to her and he drops it. And I'm like, just fucking write it again. Just write it again. It's like nasty. Now she's going to have to put that wet ass fucking piece of paper in her beautiful Chanel coat. So anyway, iconic coat, by the way.
Yeah. The yellow jacket in this is just like.
Yes. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stuart, you went as her for Halloween, right?
I did, but I was wearing a rain jacket, not a yellow pea coat, because I could find a pea coat that would match, but it was like $200. I was like,
you didn't want to spend $4,000.
I'm not spending
Question,
this much money.
Did people know what you were, like, in terms of like the cultural zeitgeist? Was everybody like, oh, the substance? Or
so this was last year, so I was like one of like 5 Elizabeth Sparkles at the party.
Got it.
Like the most busted Elizabeth Sparkle, but like people got
Elizabeth,
it. Yeah, they're like, oh, you're trying.
Yeah,
I love that.
Or not. Busted Elizabeth Sparkle is like appropriate considering she's progressively busted.
She's gone through it.
Movie. Yeah.
I wish somebody was Elizabeth Sparkle like when she was bald and like hunched over. Yeah, like towards the end. That would have been nice.
Yeah,
nasty.
That one was way too much work for me though.
Yeah,
totally.
I feel bad saying nasty though because like. I feel bad.
At least this movie's directed by a woman.
Yeah.
Which I always feel a little bit better about, like portrayals of like scary old women when I'm like, okay, at least a woman's directing it than like Ty West.
Right.
So she goes and drinks 5 dirty martinis, which is a lot of dirty martinis.
Yeah, there's a great shot of her from the back while she's enjoying these martinis at the bar. She looks down the bar and sees someone being romanced. She feels some sort of way, goes home.
The next morning, she wakes up throwing up.
Yes.
And then goes and grabs the USB from the trash.
Yes.
And watches the advertisement for the substance.
Yes.
5 dirty martinis. I can't get over that. I could have like 2 and I'm good. Like that's enough for me.
Yeah,
I would be
makes
so
you
sick.
question how often she drinks
and vibes.
Yeah. She works out a lot, so
it does feel like it feels like she downs some dirty martinis from time to time.
Yeah, it made me want a dirty martini.
I love a dirty martini.
My favorite drink.
Yeah.
Extra dirty, extra olives.
Oh my God, me too. Do you like a blue cheese olive?
I do. Yes, and I get dirty martinis with vodka, not gin. That's like I'm very, very particular about that.
I was at a restaurant a few weeks ago and they, without asking, made it a gin dirty martini, and I was like, I hate this.
Really?
Wait, what is like the status? Like, what's like the
vodka?
What is it supposed to be? Like,
I think it's supposed to be vodka.
Oh. I thought it was originally supposed to be gin, and then like
I think gin's too herbal.
Okay,
I agree.
I prefer gin, so. I think I just drank a lot of vodka when I was younger, and I now associate it with like vomit. So I can't have vodka. I just cannot.
We used
to
put Rubinoff through a Brita filter in college, thinking it was triple filtered. Like I don't know why we thought that would work.
The vodka that comes in a plastic bottle.
Foul. That is respectfully. Oh my God. Yeah.
UV blue. That was another one we would drink.
Oh my God. What were we thinking?
So gross. We had used to mix lips and
Diet Coke and vodka, which is so disgusting to think about. That's just
interesting.
And I love vodka.
In Spain, they do warm Coke with red wine, and I actually think like Lady Gaga mentioned
she does do that.
This
yeah,
too.
She does do that.
It's not bad. I would.
No, that sounds really good to me.
Yeah.
You guys try it. Let me know.
We'll report back.
our tangent of drinks.
Please.
I'm like, oh wait, where are we? So she goes to pick up the substance in her cunty peacoat.
Yep. Well, wait. So she calls, right? Did we cover that? And he gives her an address. She writes it down.
Yeah.
And then she goes downtown? Question mark. DTLA.
She's not in LA.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably say like Poland, not Poland.
She's in
somewhere
France.
in Eastern Europe.
France. She's in the Côte d'Azur.
Okay.
It's like seacoast. Seacoast France. I don't know.
Okay. It does look very seacoast France when I watch it. Like when you say that, I'm like, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
But it is like, and it just, and because I'm a location person, I recognize locations, especially I used to work locations in LA, and so like I recognize LA, and so I can immediately be like, this is not LA, but this movie especially, it works because it is so uncanny. Whereas like
it's
Inland
kind of
Empire,
fantastical. Like the
totally
film is
fantastical.
So because of that, I think like creating this like warped, like out of reality LA like makes sense. It definitely like even Death Becomes Her. It's like it's LA, but it's like a heightened, exaggerated, like weird LA that like doesn't actually exist. You know, like where is that beauty salon? Like I want to go there. Like you know, like so I think like it almost feels the same parallels where like she's creating this like exaggerated or like fantastical LA.
Yeah.
So
and it works. Like it takes, especially because we all three of us live in LA. It takes us out. I think it lets me be in the movie more to not be like, this is the real place.
Agreed.
Yeah. Totally.
And I don't know if it ever actually directly says it even takes place in LA.
Well, you have the Hollywood star, but I don't know if that
trees,
implies,
like the palm trees.
But I think it's like it could just be in whatever universe, whatever.
Florida?
Yeah, it's Florida. It's Hollywood, Florida.
Key West. Key West.
It's the Palm Springs Walk of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah.
With Lisa Vanderpump. So she takes the box. She was reading all the directions. I was like, the props team had a really fun time in this movie. All the props are really cool. The hypodermic needles with just substance or activator.
They're simple, they're slick, they're sleek. This movie's probably, I mean, I'm sure the advertising team was so thankful because the way it's styled makes it like so easy to like
very, very palatable. You have these like the green like color and the imagery of like the bottle and the needles. Like there's so much I come from a marketing background too, and it's like there's so much you could do with this that they were like in great hands in terms of their material.
Pull a still from almost every other scene and it would work as, you know, some sort of social moment.
Well, they did activator Nalgene bottles, I think, where it was like the neon green with just activator written on it, and I kind of want one still.
Hell
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
So she injects herself with the substance, the titular substance, which is we're in an era of a lot of movies making me feel like I'm going to throw up, and this was one of them where just all the
very ASMR, like derogatory ASMR.
But Sorry. So she falls over to the ground, and then we see her eyes splitting in two, and the eyes are sort of fighting with each other, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
And then her back opens up, and she births Sue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's so
and
gross.
They're one, and yet they're not one, but they're one.
Yeah. Always remember you are one.
Always remember you are one.
Yeah.
And Sue is hot. Let me ask you guys, is Margaret Qualley wearing a breastplate? Those aren't actually her breasts, right?
I actually thought the same thing, but I realized I was like, I don't think I've actually paid attention to her boobs in other movies. I think they're probably her real boobs.
You think so?
I'm not a scientist.
Push-up bras can do wonders. I don't know, like maybe there's something.
Well,
but I think watching this film just made me see her in a completely different light. I think because I was familiar with her from a couple things. One was the Kenzo commercial for perfume, where she does like that whole dance, and Taylor Swift ended up like using some of that.
Yeah.
Not, I didn't want to use the word copy, but it was inspired by it.
Cut that, Stuart. Cut that.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
But and she was also in The Maid on Netflix, and
good.
But this made me be like, oh, like she can do bad well. Like she can be a bad girl, and like she can like I was like picturing her being like the lead of a remake of Possession, and I was like, I think she would be amazing for that. Like I started to see her capabilities in a different way, where like this film like changed the trajectory and how I viewed her in terms of just like where she went with this, and like her like even the like her sexuality in this, like so many things. It was just so different than what I've seen before, and I think it just created a new sense of like respect for her as an actor. So
we're hopping ahead, but her unzipping and zipping. No, I'm hopping ahead. Her zipping and unzipping the bodysuit is like I think I just wrote down is gay. just the zipper on this catsuit is gay. Like
she's in complete control of her body, and those fucking like sexy faces that she makes, I'm like, this is so annoying, but that's effective. Like, you know, she's like biting her lip, and I'm like, fuck off.
Well, I do feel like a female director's interpolation of the male gaze is always so interesting, because it's capturing sex, but it's capturing sex in such like an exaggerated way to sort of point back and be like, this is what you're fucking doing, you monsters. Like
totally.
And I think Carolee does such a good job of just like showing the objectification of women in a way that it is both beautiful and horrifying. Where we get all these just insane close-ups of like her taint and just like weird body parts, and it's so like so over the top,
raw,
so exaggerated, so sexy, and then so gross.
I feel like an American director like just simply could not do this. Like I just feel like this is like distinctly international, specifically French. Like I don't know that I can like flesh that thought out, but
I kind of get what you're saying, because I think French cinema is very bold,
right?
Like in a lot of ways, like a lot of French films, like I think of like Titan, for example, like films that just go there that like other cultures aren't willing to, maybe like so. I kind of get what you're saying in that regard. Yeah.
Even even the way it's stylized. I mean, it's I don't know that she has a kind of a peer or direct parallel among American directors.
Well, and I think I said this previously, but when I watched this movie, I sort of was like, I want her to direct a Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
You want everyone to direct a Nightmare on Elm Street.
No,
you
but
want everyone.
This would be so cool.
I want her or Parker Finn.
Parker Finn would be really good. But like, so I mean, she would too. Yeah,
if she got the money to do all the real life in-camera effects of a Nightmare on Elm Street remake, it would go.
But I would want to see her do like. I would want to see her do not a reboot, but like Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, like that kind of version. Like, like give me like Nightmare on Elm Street 8 with a fucking weird twist. Like that would be directed by her, like it would just be interesting.
I read that she was courted by Marvel
for Black Widow.
But she said no because she didn't have final control. So I wonder like if she did eventually kind of delve into IPs.
Is it common for directors to have final control, though, or final cut over like studio films? I don't think it is. Yeah.
No. When they were pitching her on it, they were like, you don't have to worry about the action scenes, because essentially their team pre-configures all the action scenes and stuff, because there's so much special effects, so much stunts, so much visual effects, that it's like, when you come onto the project, they've already sort of figured out how they're going to do all that. And then you just sort of have to like show up. It's like, it's for a Marvel movie, it is like directing an episode of a TV show, where it is like, there's such a team around it that you kind of come in, you get to have your say, but like unless you're a James Gunn or something, you're not really like start to finish.
I get that that's not for everyone. I think for some people that really want to retain like, certain artistic integrity aspects,
a vision.
I think like that makes sense. But then there's other people that are like, oh, I would love to do this, and would never pass up the opportunity. So
well, and
the collaboration is a challenge.
Marvel movie.
Yeah. But like for someone with the visual to make the substance, it is still a collaboration, but it's a collaboration with a strong head.
I feel like, let me know what you guys think. I feel like in the year 2025, directing a Marvel movie is actually like not what it used to be. It's not appealing. It might come back to bite you in the ass. Look at Nia DaCosta. I mean, I think she's bounced back, but like, I think for directors who have a vision, it might be, or idiosyncratic directors, I think it actually might hurt them. I think
it depends on your brand. Like if you want to be a big Hollywood director that does like big franchises, etc., like it actually catapults you. But if you're trying to be this like indie avant-garde, like really like obscure out there director, I think it could maybe hinder that a little bit or like detract from that path. So
and also let's like the elephant in the room is the paycheck, right? Like they make, those indie movies are not going to put bread on the table.
I would, if I like, I'm thinking in my shoes, I'm like, if I got that opportunity, would I do it? And I'd be like, I'd probably do one just to get
do one. You're like, I'm gonna do a Marvel movie. I'll do one, I guess.
Microdosing a Marvel movie,
and then go back to horror right after that.
Well, it will be interesting to see how Marvel responds to the James Gunn DC universe, which is script director led, versus made by committee and then put together and then packaged and then sold.
Right.
Because I mean, we're getting the Clayface DC movie, which is going to be like a body horror movie. So like it'll be interesting to see if Marvel sort of like sees, like letting people have their way with movies, and they've done it previously. Like Taika Waititi's fingerprints are all over Thor Ragnarok.
But you totally see it.
But I think everything sort of post Endgame has been so by committee and so to like sell the TV shows and sell the movies and sell the theme park rides that it's just
I gotta say, I think they're too far gone. I think Marvel's gonna have to do some sort of like hard reset in order for them to like get back to where they were, which was
I think
feel like they're already doing that though. Like if you like, I think they're shifting a little bit more into like a gritty texture and more of the human side and less of like the CGI. Like I think of what was the one that just came out with Florence Pugh?
Thunderbolts.
Recently? It was like
I like Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts to me was like a little more rooted in reality and both like visually and like within plot.
Narratively,
so I think they're kind of shifting a little, and I think that's the evolution of any type of like film company or franchise or brand. It's like in order to continue to stay relevant with audiences, you have to kind of evolve or rebrand or listen to audience insights. And I do think they're doing it, and I'm kind of hopeful that they do that because I think like they have something special. Obviously it resonated, and it may not be for everyone. Like I'm not like the most diehard Marvel person, but if they do something new and innovative and different, I'm curious. I will definitely go and see. So
I'm ready to get back to the Marvel Knights era. Do you guys remember that? Like Punisher Warzone and like Ghost Rider 2.
I forgot about that.
Those go so hard. Like hard R's, like nasty movie. I'm like, let's get back there.
Give me like a Sin City, like that. Even though that wasn't, I don't think that's Marvel, but it's
not Marvel, but I know what you mean.
Give me that, like that kind of vibe.
I think, Stuart, what you were saying about DC, I think what they're doing as well is they're doing their like Elseworlds arm where it like allows them to have their cake with the main universe and then eat it too, which is the Batman and the Clayface and the, so I think Marvel should bring back a separate arm like Marvel Knights where they can have fun and, not pigeonhole themselves, I guess you could say.
And all the Batman films to me are like the one franchise that like never felt too glossy or CGI or like rooted out of reality. It's always been like my style. Like that's my favorite franchise out of any like superhero for that reason. Like it's just, I love like the texture and the tone and the atmosphere and all those things. And so,
what's your favorite Batman movie?
Oh my God! Come on, Batman Returns.
Yeah. Yes, bitch.
I literally went. Yes, I literally went. Does any gay say anything different?
I was going to say, I think for gay people, you can ask, why is Batman Returns your favorite Batman movie?
And everyone has the same answer: Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
I became a gymnast because of that movie.
Yes.
I literally signed up for gymnastics and competed for like 10 years, and I can still do like all the cartwheels and stuff.
Incredible.
And I just remember when she did like 10 cartwheels at once and then like licked her hand and said meow, and then the whole building explodes. Anyways.
Yes.
I do kind of need you to go as Catwoman for Halloween next year.
Yeah,
especially if you can still do the cartwheels.
I went in first grade as Catwoman, and I remember my teacher was like, "Oh, you're Catman." I was like, "No, I'm Catwoman."
Like, no,
get
bitch.
It right.
Go watch Batman Returns. Yeah,
it's like you don't even know about Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah. I was like, "Wow, loser."
An incredible, the best Batman movie, and also an incredible Christmas movie. You know, I watch it every Christmas.
Amazing.
Should we hop back on the substance? We are a tangent. We try to keep ourselves from tangenting, but it's hard when you love movies so much because it's hard to focus on one because even though we are the one as Reflections.
I'm the queen of tangents, so that's going to be a little hard with me, but we'll try our best.
So Sue goes and auditions to replace Elizabeth and is an instant success in the world of daytime jazzercise programming. And Harvey he's so gross. Dennis Quaid is so gross in this movie.
Also, Harvey is like a direct reference to Harvey Weinstein, right? Yeah.
So, I figured.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was like super intentional or not, but it seems like
allegedly. Sorry, I just want to clarify so we don't get sued. Hi, Vin Diesel.
This is Vinny.
Hi, Vin Diesel. You know the meme.
I feel like he should be a cat actor, like in movies, because he's so
pretty
like
chill
calm with groups.
Yeah, very demure.
Yeah, he loves to be held like a baby for hours.
Oh my gosh. You know the meme of like the person reaching through the camera to pet the cat? That's like what I'm doing right now. Yeah. Listeners, if you can't tell,
is it working?
It's working.
And if you'd like to watch our video podcast, please join our Patreon.
Yes.
Then you get to watch black cats.
Yes.
Oh my God, cute. Look, Vin Diesel. Sorry, Stuart.
Oh no, it's okay.
Yeah.
So she becomes the lead of the show. She sort of explains her scheduling conflict, which is every other week she cannot be there because she doesn't exist. And then she replaces all of Elizabeth Sparkle's coats with crop tops. Which I love.
It's like JoJo Siwa like took over her closet.
Yep.
I love a quick like a beautiful quick shot that tells you everything you need to know, which is just her opening the closet, pulling out all the coats and putting all the crop tops. It's like, this is the new sheriff is in town and her name is Sue.
This movie is, Amir, that's so interesting. I never thought about this movie is so JoJo Siwa coded.
I didn't think of it that deep, but I want to hear your take.
I wouldn't
on
even
that.
Agree, but I want you to explain it.
JoJo's brand is so cartoonish and over the top, right? And obviously, there's also, she's a queer woman, and this movie has queer written all over it. So that's all I have to say at this time.
So Elizabeth comes back out and she sort of sees how her life has already changed within the week. The billboard outside of her apartment is no longer her, it's Sue. And
pump it up.
We sort of start to get to feel, and like I do love the influence of like sort of an All About Eve meets Whatever Happened to Baby Jane situation. Which is like, because this movie gets appreciated for all the body horror stuff, but there's a real exploitation through line in this movie of just like the discarding of older women for the younger woman, and sort of we see a lot of her anxiety about aging as a woman, being replaced as a woman, and then especially as we progress through, every time Sue takes extra time from Elizabeth, she starts to slowly age more, which I think is just really it's just like an interesting. It's not what I thought we were getting from this movie, I would say.
Yeah. Did you think there would be consequences, like, as she took more time? Like, did you see that coming? Like, did you see that?
I mean, it is. I mean, the death becomes her of it all, where it's like now a warning.
Right.
Which is now a warning.
I know. I think. I mean, it sucks because it doesn't suck. I was so connected to I felt so sympathetic for Demi Moore's character, and so to see her devolve was like simultaneously so entertaining and also like painful, which I think that's the point. But
it was also kind of good for her.
Yeah, good for her. I think good for her. Yeah. Yeah, I think it could have been flippant, but it wasn't. It was like,
because you feel for her, and you get to see her sort of connecting back to a normal life outside of being a star, where we see her cooking and we see her watching TV, a lot of watching TV,
a lot of Requiem for a Dream kind of vibes, you know?
That definitely, I literally was going to say that. Yeah. I feel the same way.
Yeah. Ellen, oh my God.
Burstyn,
yeah. My God, what a movie that I've seen one time. And I was like, I don't need to see this again.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yikes City. But also, like, what a role for Demi. I mean, I know we've talked about that, but like, I can't think of a better actress to play this role.
I've always been a huge, huge stan of hers. Like, from Indecent and Proposal to G.I. Jane to like Striptease, like
Full
all
Throttle,
the movies that she's done.
Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle.
Oh my God, Full Throttle. She's so fucking good in Full Throttle. Also stunning, not to objectify. But I watched. Oh, go ahead.
Do you remember? So a lot of the promotion around that movie was like, Demi Moore is so old and she looks so hot,
so young. Yeah,
but she's like 40, and it's like she's crazy 40. to like. I like when this came out, I was looking back on a lot of that coverage.
I remember that. Yeah,
insane to just be like, because people don't age the same way they used to, and there is some criticism of this movie because, I mean, Demi Moore's, I think, at least pushing 60, if not already 60, playing a 50-year-old who doesn't look like real 50-year-olds anyways.
She's stunning. Yeah, she's stunning in this movie.
And so,
but it's like, interesting to see like the objectification of like Demi Moore in Charlie's Angels, you know, Full Throttle, like you were saying, and it almost feels like I don't know. This, first of all, this role was amazing for her. Like, I'm so glad that she got to do something like in the horror genre, like outside something she's really ever done before. But it almost felt like a little like autobiographical in a way. Yeah. Like she herself went through things probably like this in the media, and like
absolutely,
it felt like there was like a personal reason maybe she attached to this project.
Well, from her life experiences. An anecdote when promoting this movie that she had her first child and then within a few months went back to working on some movie, and to take the weight off, she was riding her bike from Malibu to, I think, Paramount every morning.
Whoa.
Which is like 20 miles. And but like, she felt so much pressure to get back in shape, because your body and your face is your currency, your job in Hollywood. And like, there's so much outside of the text of this movie,
and yet she was still so critiqued. I mean, G.I. Jane, I remember but I remember, even though I was young, seeing and hearing people be like, "Oh, she's like too masked." Like, she's stunning in that movie. It's crazy that fame culture is so like toxic. Also, I just watched that movie for the first time last year, and I was like blown away. I love
it. It's fun.
It's really fucking good. Yeah.
And just her level of commitment too. I mean, the training that goes into it, or even in the substance, like the hours being in the makeup chair to do this, and the prosthetics.
Frankenstein who? Jacob Elordi who?
There's some extra textual context for Margaret Qualley's casting too, which if you think of her as a Nepo baby, as someone who's had the doors open in the industry by having Andie MacDowell as a mother, and then coming in as sort of the younger clone of this already famous woman. I'm actually connecting that for the first time, all three of our leads, like, we know Dennis Quaid's a creep in real life. Jack Quaid says he doesn't like him. And
also he's like outspoken as like a
Trumper,
conservative.
But so it's interesting that all three, and I actually think Ray Liotta is I mean, he yelled at me once on set, but a better personality than Dennis Quaid. So that casting ended up backing itself into the extra textual meaning. But it is interesting that all three of our leads outside of the movie play into their roles in the movie.
Right. Yeah, they're perfect for the roles, is what you're saying. And I
agree. There's a little bit of like a meta contextual like substance, no pun intended, to like each of them. So
there you go.
I don't know where we
I never thought about that
in the movie.
We are.
We can sort of skip forward if we want, but because we go back and forth between them, and each time Sue takes more from Elizabeth. So the first time she takes one day, and so she can hook up with a guy, and the next day her hand is kind of old when she wakes up as Elizabeth, and then the next time she takes maybe a couple extra days, and then her leg is fucked up. And then the third time she gets offered this huge opportunity to host the New Year's Eve spectacular, and then she takes like a month from her maybe, and then she wakes up as old lady Elizabeth Sparkle. We did miss she does try to go on a date with the guy from the beginning.
That's one of my favorite parts of the movie, and it's maybe the saddest part, because the guy is so excited and she like has a chance to feel like herself again, and she abandons.
Also, haven't we all been there? Like, I feel like I'm 36, almost 37 now. I don't look the same that I did when I was 20. And I think for me, it's like, I'm never like punching myself in the mirror or whatever. But I think like there's definitely moments where
even if you did, this is a safe space.
I'm trying to get ready and I'm just like unhappy with the way I'm looking, and I'm feeling the pressure that I have to leave. And it's like, I kind of just want to throw in the towel and like not even go out that time. Like, I think we've all been in that moment before.
Yes.
And I've even seen people be like, hey, I'm running late. And it's just like a screenshot of Demi Moore in that scene, and I'm like, I get it.
That's
take
great.
all the time you need. Like, you're fine.
I've canceled plans over a pimple before, so I totally understand. Luckily, the person that I canceled on was like, I get it. So,
that was last night. I was late for something because I looked in the mirror and realized I hadn't shaved my neck in a while, and I was like, I look like fucking shit. And I was like, I'm shaving my neck right now. I don't care if I'm 5 minutes late.
But it goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than like just like your beard you can fix. Pimples go away. But like when you look in the mirror and you're like, I don't look like I used to anymore, and I'm beginning to not be happy with how I look.
Right.
And I used to be confident, and now in my late 30s, early 40s, I'm suddenly insecure. It's like I'm backwards pedaling. Like, that to me is like a deeper level that like she went through in a way. Like, so I think we could all relate to that to some degree, especially as people like age. You enter this new kind of like moment of like, how do I build confidence in myself that's not just based on maybe like a physical appearance, and it's other things, or and some people already do that, which is great, so I think it's just an evolution of like identity as you get older.
And it's also just so sad in the movie because like she has so much, she has everything. She has so much money, she has like a beautiful life, a beautiful house, and yet she's still so unhappy,
She has all the things topically, but like I don't see her having like good friends and like family and the things that really matter.
We don't
see anything outside of her.
Which it's interesting that there's no friends. Like, does she have kids? Does she have like a mom and dad? Like, does she have any friends? Like the film doesn't dive into like, it's so isolating.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. I mean, it's all in her head. I'm saying it right
now. She got sideswiped by that car. And
very LA experience.
Yeah.
This is a very LA movie. Yeah. Even though it was filmed in France.
Okay.
She goes on this. I think this is one of my favorite parts. She goes on, or she
is preparing for the date.
Yeah. After she smacks herself in the mirror and stays home and kind of like mopes, do we see her going to get more of the substance, and then after that she like runs into a cafe? Are we kind of at that point, I think, in the movie? And she is drinking a mocha latte, which I clocked immediately because I like mochas. And across from her is sitting the older version of the twink in the clinic earlier who gave her the substance. And he says something to the effect of like, you deserve happiness too, which is like maybe one of the most powerful lines in the movie, and made me really sad.
Well, he's really talking about how it starts to take from you and it starts to eat from you, and how you start to feel like you don't deserve anything outside of your younger self, and how, which is, I think, something that, especially as we were just saying, as you age, you start to experience sort of like, like you look back and like, I mean, we all have insecurities in our 20s, and then you look back and you're like, oh, what an idiot.
Yeah, you're like, I wish I enjoyed that.
I know. I was just thinking that the other day, Stuart. Yeah. Also, in this city, it's so amplified, right? Because health and beauty are such a focus.
The body dysmorphia is very real in this city.
So is, dude. I lived in WeHo for 2 years, and it like kind of fucked me up.
Yeah.
Well, I see people like posting pictures that they have like a 6-pack and they're talking about their dad bod, and I'm just like, what? like I think of like accepting aging versus like opening that door to cling to youth and do whatever you can to like prevent it. And that is kind of what Elizabeth Sparkle is doing in this film. Like, she chooses to like do whatever she can to like retain youth, but at the end of the day, it's costing her happiness. So when that guy says like, I wish that you have happiness, I think of like, you know, you could take two paths. You can kind of age gracefully and like accept it and like find it a beautiful thing, or you can kind of go down that other road that ultimately maybe at the first makes you feel better, but really it's sucking the happiness out of you and it's like draining you.
Also, aging is inevitable. You know, death is inevitable, and I think we as a culture just like refuse to accept that. I don't know. It's really
and getting old is the happy ending. Especially not to get too deep, but for like,
that's so beautiful.
We're the first generation of gay men who are afforded the luxury of getting old. Not the first, but like we just.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's an interesting thing to sort of be like, to be afraid of getting old, but also to know that like it is the happiest ending is aging. And like having the context for that.
What a privilege to get older, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, especially with like what the queer community went through in prior generations with like the HIV/AIDS epidemic. I mean, it's a true privilege that we can do that. So I think,
Thank you for bringing that up.
I don't know where we are again. I'm just going to talk about random things I like.
I think that's good.
I like the scene.
I don't even know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't even know the format of this podcast, so I'm just like chatting.
Well, like Stuart was saying, we usually run down the plot and kind of talk as we kind of progress through the movie. But because this movie is so, the dialogue is so sparing, and it's so stimulating to kind of look at, but it's hard to talk about in a linear way, really.
Yeah.
But the scene I want to talk about now is Sue is filming Pump It Up, and she flashes and she thinks there's like a chunk of fat on her butt, and then so she goes into her dressing room and she sort of like moves it up, and then a whole chicken leg comes out of her belly button.
This isn't real,
which is so gross.
Because she literally wakes up. She's like, that's a dream.
No, she wakes up as Elizabeth Sparkle. And that's sort of what happens, where the sometimes the nightmares flashes to the other one.
Right.
But
do you think that was real though? I kind of took that as like that was a dream.
But it's her. Took it as a dream.
Yeah, it's her processing because I think they are one, and it's her processing what Elizabeth is doing to her body as well, which is binging and being gluttonous and sort of taking the luxury of she's probably someone who's never really enjoyed eating through this whole career of being a fitness guru and an actress, and now she's just like she's cooking all these like crazy French dishes with cheese and butter and eating them and watching TV, and it's just it's like it's a dark place that she's in, but it almost feels freeing for the character to be able to be doing that.
I also was thinking, so yeah, she's gifted the French cookbook, right, by Dennis Quaid, and she's like, oh, she's looking through it. She's like, this is disgusting. And then, in the next like scene, she's making everything. And watching it this time, I was like, the fact that she like has all of those like bizarre ingredients on hand to like actually prepare it is like amazing.
Well, we just don't see that she goes onto DoorDash and orders like $600 worth of groceries.
Yes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. The only other person we see in her apartment outside of the hot guys we see a maid early on in the movie that's vacuuming. But yeah, Amir, like you were saying, we don't really get an outside look at her family, her friends.
It is like a very sparse movie. Like until, I mean, I guess we're getting to the finale, which is all of a sudden there's a lot of people.
Yes.
But so Sue gets the opportunity to host the New Year's Eve special, and she sort of takes a lot. It seems like maybe months. I think we get a 3-month time jump.
Yeah, she's 3 months. Yeah,
and so Elizabeth hasn't been awakened in 3 months, and when she does she finally runs out of the
juice.
back juice.
Back juice. Oh, also we didn't talk about the fucking perfect room that she
builds between her bathroom and her bedroom.
Yeah, herself, right? She like literally demos it, and her gross neighbor is like, keep it down, and then he's like, let's fuck. Yeah, sorry, I just had to touch on that because I was like, this is hilarious that she would. I mean, it's perfect. It's like a perfectly built like extension. But yeah,
she should have had a career on like HGTV instead of Jazzercise. That could have been the evolution.
She should have. Wait, she's 3 months. Back juice sort of is running out.
Yeah. She has a boyfriend who has a really nice ass that we see.
He's an incredible ass. French, right? But his booty is hairy and beautiful, and I forgot that.
I wrote to quote Scream. I wrote Sue's bubble butt boyfriend.
Yes, which literally crazy.
That's amazing.
It's crazy. Thank you, Corley, for your service,
for your gift to the community.
My note is just incredible hairy ass. It's so
bounce
good.
A quarter off it.
It's so good. Yeah, it's great. I mean, you could see it like when we first see him like walk up to her, he's wearing boxer briefs, and even from afar, you're like, oh, this is an ass to remember.
and then Coralie shows it to us.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth at this point, Sue sort of meal prepped Elizabeth Sparkle essence at one point. She goes in and she just sucks it all out, puts it in jars and shit, which is a very LA thing to meal prep your
back
the
juice,
substance of yourself.
It's kind of smart, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. Also, I was thinking
I like an efficient person, so the Capricorn in me was very happy with that decision.
Oh yeah, we actually should have gotten their star signs. I'm surprised we didn't. This is a movie that should have given us their star signs, you know.
I wonder,
Gemini, the duality.
You think so?
Yeah,
she's a Gemini.
Oh yeah, like Geminis are known to have like dual sides, like Jekyll and Hyde, kind of like. So
wait, I didn't know that. I'm so out of the loop on star signs. Demi Moore.
You're a Sag.
I'm a Sag.
Yeah,
Demi Moore.
Sages are like mischievous a little bit.
Okay, all right.
They stir the pot.
Stuart, would you say that I do that?
Okay.
Stir the pot.
So every week I text him when we were recording at his place, I'm on my way, and he responds, look behind you.
Oh yeah, I do start. Yeah,
There
okay.
you go.
The other day we were going to go
Sag.
pick you up to go see Keeper, and I had to turn and stare at your apartment door. And Chris was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Jesse's going to try to scare me."
Okay, so you're right.
Yeah,
I
you
do
are
like to stir the pot a little bit, but not in a way that's like harmful to others. Well, that's not true, actually.
You're harmful to my psyche.
Demi Moore is a Scorpio.
Ooh.
So,
Chris is my husband is a Scorpio.
Okay.
My mom is a Scorpio.
I like Scorpios.
Me too, but they do stress me out.
Okay.
They're very like mysterious and sexy, but like kind of keep their emotions like to themselves. Like you can't really like get a read for them sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in a Scorpio Cancer relationship. No, he's a Capricorn.
Okay.
Oh, you're a Cancer, baby.
Yeah, I'm a Cancer
you're
Leo, which is dark.
Boy.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're not to go off on a tangent. But we're a Cancer Scorpio relationship like Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin. So, and that's sort of our inspiration for how we live our life.
Meanwhile, I'm a psychotic Capricorn. Like I'm like all Capricorn and then Aries. So it's just like.
Are you a January Capricorn or a December Capricorn?
January, yeah.
Okay,
so I'm like type A, regimented, obsessed with career success. Like it's like if someone is like slow to back out of a driveway, I'm like, I just lost 18 seconds of my life. Like,
oh my God.
How am I going to get that back? Like, thanks so much. You made me behind.
And then you go to sign up for the substance to get that 18 seconds back.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. My gosh.
A little intense.
That's a good question. Do you think if you had access to the substance, you would abuse it? Or do you think you would not even take it to begin with?
I would not take it.
Yeah. Stuart?
Yeah, if I was really old, I would consider
doing it. If I was very, very like not able, on my last leg, I'd be like, why not?
But it is also...
Yeah, that's fair.
I think this is prescient to in the Ozempic era of Hollywood.
Oh, sure.
Which I'm sure it was Ozempic I feel was very 2022, 2021.
I mean, listen, it's still around, bitch.
It's still around, but like I feel like all of a sudden everything was Ozempic.
Yeah.
Like there was that Met Gala where everyone was skinny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It is very interesting to see like the parallels. Like obviously there's a lot of people that legitimately need to be on those types of drugs from like a health perspective, but there is a small group that obviously maybe use it for more vanity purposes and they have drastically changed their appearance so much to the point where like now you hear like Ozempic face and like other things and when I did see all of this kind of permeate into like pop culture, I was thinking of the substance very much. It's an interesting parallel for sure.
I mean, it's an injectable drug, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong about that? Yeah. So
in your stomach, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. I've never even done like both. Like I can't. I hate needles.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Too much.
I don't love needles either.
I don't mind.
Does anyone like them? Does anyone like
I don't think anyone. People tolerate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time I was getting a flu shot and me and my brother together went to get flu shots and he went first and I went second. And the woman administering goes, "You both watched." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "I like to see what's going into my arm."
Oh, that's crazy. I can't.
That is like also I hope my mom listens to this podcast because she kind of used to like gaslight me when I was younger because obviously I was young and I was like, I don't want to be like, and she was like, actually, if you watch, like I like to watch myself when I get blood taken. It's cool. And I could see her trying to convince me that it was cool to watch. And I was like, Mom, this is not going to work. And she did it for years.
Yeah. My blood pressure is rising from this conversation.
Sorry.
And also, like, not to, I'm going to go off on another tangent. Here we go. Please. But I went to get my blood work done one time, and the lady was like, "Oh, like, this is my second day." Like, and I literally shook her hand. I was like, "I'm so happy for you that you have this new job, but I need someone else to do my blood. Like I can't have you being like, like I can't be the first person that you're doing this on." No. Like, sorry.
No.
Also, she shouldn't have told you that. That's information.
I'm glad she
need.
did. I prevented it from happening. Like, so, and someone was like, "You have great veins." I was like, "Don't talk to me about that." Like,
I have like just do it.
Yeah,
just do it. Yeah. Get it over with.
Anyways.
See, my veins are hard to find, and my old doctor, who was French, he himself would do it. And so, because he was like 80 years old, he was like the oldest doctor I've ever had, and he would just like instantly like have it. No, he was like perfect. It was incredible.
He wasn't even looking at your arm. He was just like he was like, I can see it.
He was like, I know where the vein is.
He's just stabbing you over. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Amir. I'm probably activating you.
You're gonna get your first guest to pass out on this podcast. Yeah. I'm just gonna
No, Stuart already almost passed out when I told him my bagel order from 10 years ago. So
yeah, fine. Which we can't talk about again. I'm sorry.
We can't talk about it.
Was it shrimp? Lots of shrimp on it.
No, that's pretty nasty, actually.
I'm gonna describe his bagel order for you.
Okay.
Blueberry bagel.
This is 10 years ago. Okay, I'm a much different person now.
Okay, let's hear it.
Blueberry bagel, peanut butter jelly, bacon, egg.
Oh, okay. So I think everything but the egg could work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and like the bacon is savory sweet. Like,
I know.
The egg is weird for me.
I think
that combo.
I think I just was like, give me the protein. And it was not
anything for warped. That 7 grams of protein in that egg.
I know. I was just also, I was like, I would always get it when I was like kind of hungover. So I was just like, I need like a lot.
Like you could have had a Greek yogurt on the side. Like,
I know. You're right.
Yeah, I hate how protein pilled I am, where I'm like, an egg is only 7 grams of protein.
No, that's good to know. You know,
a Greek yogurt's like 14 or 15. So
anyway, you know what? Amir, I'm a different person now. So.
Yeah,
it's fine.
That's an interesting order.
I had a bagel this morning. I had a blueberry bagel with almond butter.
Oh, okay. I like an everything bagel with like what is it? An onion bagel or an everything bagel with chive cream cheese.
Oh my God, I love chive. Yes.
But I want the whole thing of cream cheese on it. So like when you put them together, the center is just full of cream cheese, and you eat like you literally eat 4 tablespoons of cream cheese in one bite.
And it comes out of the center. It like comes
I only have bagels when I go home to Massachusetts, and it's like twice a year, and that's like my treat that I like.
Oh, I forgot you grew up in Massachusetts. Where in Massachusetts did you grow up? I'm sorry, not to now we're tangenting.
Good old Canton, Massachusetts.
Okay. I grew up in Dover, New Hampshire, right by Portsmouth. So I grew up like an hour outside of Boston.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We're like neighbors-ish.
Yeah. The substance.
We were talking about eggs.
Yes.
You're welcome.
So Sue runs out of her meal prepped Elizabeth. And then
sorry.
Meal
prep is so funny.
Elizabeth wakes up and she is old. She chases the boyfriend out. And then she calls and is like, I want to end this. I'm done with this.
Yes.
And so they send her a final injection that's like the exterminator or something, and it's black. Yeah. And so this is my favorite shot in the whole movie. It's when she drags Sue into the living room down the stairs.
Yes.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. Yeah.
And so she starts injecting her with the termination liquid. And then right before she's done, she has second thoughts. And so she resuscitates her by injecting her own blood into Sue's heart. And now they're both awake.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of something. This movie was so memeable. It is so memeable. But when it came out, someone used that scene where she's dragging her down the stairs. Like at the time, like Taylor Swift had just released a song with Lana, and someone was like, "This is Taylor dragging Lana onto the song." I just remember like laughing about it for like 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Anyway, sorry. They're both awake. It's confusing for both them and for me, because I was like, wait, if they're one and they're both awake,
well, then you know shit's gonna get crazy. Like when that moment happened, I was like, strap in. Like
it's like a doppelganger movie when they see each other and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Like I knew things were gonna go crazy from that point on.
But I mean, because she had used like, how were they both able to be awake? Because technically she had used the like swap.
You're thinking about it too much.
God forbid
it's a movie. What's all in her dream?
A little bit of like
you're right. Okay, you're right. You're right. It's a dream. It's a dream. You're right. It's a dream. It's a dream.
And they're not awake for too long because Sue kills Elizabeth.
She bastards.
They beat the shit out of each other. It's so good.
Yeah, it is good.
It is so, because I rewatched this for the first time since I saw it last year. And I just remembered Elizabeth being old for a lot longer of the movie, but it truly is just like one scene.
Yeah.
But in my mind, she's old for the whole movie.
It's monster.
You remember that. It's like so memorable of her appearance. So.
Is it? It's not at this point. It's still Elizabeth. Like the title card hasn't come across as something else, right?
It's
like it's
Sue.
Still,
we're in the Sue section of the movie.
Okay.
But we're about to be out of the Sue section of the movie. So she goes to she's killed Elizabeth. She goes to film the New Year's Eve special. They keep saying the big show, which I just love. I love the like term. We got to get ready for the big show.
Yeah.
Big show.
Also, the fact that this is like network TV is really funny to me, considering that like
jazzercising on primetime network TV.
Yeah, linear ratings not what they used to be.
No, linear ratings. What? I don't know what that is. Who?
Like yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wishful thinking.
So she goes to do the show, and her teeth start to fall out.
I hate when teeth fall out. It really bothers me. That's actually my nightmare that I always have, like, which I've read is a fear of losing control.
Yeah.
Like when you have dreams that your teeth are falling out. So yeah,
teeth nightmares are big in my life too. I've had a lot of them.
Amir, considering what you've told us about your star sign and your need for to back out of a parking space very quickly, that tracks.
I like control.
Yeah.
In almost all areas of life.
Yeah, the teeth thing is pretty messed up. Also, she's like pulling them out. I'm like, stop pulling them out.
Yeah.
Stop.
And then so she goes down the hallway. Harvey is there to introduce her to all the like shareholders, which are all like
old white men.
Copy of the same man. Where it's just like in an audition room where you look outside and you see like 15 versions of the exact same type of person all there to audition for the same role. You're like, okay, they all had the same call.
And I'm sure at some point in Corley's life, like she's probably been like in a meeting pitching a film where like that is her audience, and like they are all in suit. Like I do wonder if that was like pulled from like a personal experience of hers or something, because like I wouldn't be surprised, especially if she's been directing for a while on, you know.
Yeah, and I'm also I'm sure that she and Demi talked, because I'm sure Demi has had that conversation with her about like, I wonder how much she injected Demi's experiences into the script. I can imagine they were like really helpful in crafting certain moments.
But I also feel like it's probably just so similar that like a lot of people have a lot of the same experiences in this industry, around this industry, of just like the disgradation, like the objectification, the feeling othered, the feeling like the only gay person, the only woman, the only older person in the room. And just like to see this 25-year-old woman who's growing through something, who's lost 4 of her teeth and can't fully smile, and then to be told smile. And
oh my God, it's so funny when she's like not like able to. She's just using her. Also impressive that Margaret Qualley can smile like that and like not reveal her teeth. I'm sorry, very impressive. Can either of you do that?
She should be in Smile 3. Jinx.
Yeah, she should be in Smile 3.
She should be in the Smile franchise.
I love the Smile series. Oh, it's so good.
So
actually, I can't smile without my teeth.
Sorry, I don't like it.
Did you just ew me? Smiling? Fuck off. Thank you, Amir, for not saying anything.
He was thinking it.
I plead the fifth.
Well, so
yeah, exactly.
As a member of the bear community, I'm not supposed to show my teeth when I smile.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're.
Oh, is that a thing? Is there a handbook when you're officially part of it?
Yeah, when I was inducted into the Bear Hall of Shame,
Oh shit!
Is that right, Stuart?
I like bears. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
so.
Me too.
Me too. Okay.
Anyway, her teeth fall out. She's smiling, and
she injects herself with the remnants of the substance, and we meet Monstro Elisu.
Monster Elisu.
Oh, so beautiful.
I know.
I like when she puts her earring on.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's like
it's kind of endearing.
It's so endearing. You're
I'm
right.
Just like, oh,
yeah.
When I feel like Monstro Elisu is like the triumph of like go girl, like it's like looking in the mirror and just knowing you're that bitch, even though you're a monster with multiple faces and mouths in the wrong spot.
She won't be stopped.
No,
there's there's a sense of like claiming autonomy, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like I don't give a fuck anymore. Like this is who I am now, and I'm just like I have to just like go on with the show. The show must go on.
It's the big show.
Mm-hmm. The big show must
go
on.
The TV network big show.
Yes,
50 million people are watching.
So she takes the picture of Elizabeth Sparkle's face, puts it on her own. Puts on a happy face literally, and then goes and goes onto the stage. She vomits a breast.
Love it. Love it. Also, wait a minute. There's a little girl in the audience. Okay. And also these dancers on stage are like naked. Effectively, they're naked. They're like baring their breasts.
Yeah.
Like their kitty cats are out.
It's
like I don't
Los Francelis.
Well, I've gone to like Moulin Rouge and they're nude and like there were kids in the audience, so I think it's kind of like a
you're right, French.
It's a French thing.
It's a French thing.
I never want to be in front of the camera. Like there's a reason I'm behind, but I would have killed to have been an extra on that scene.
Oh my God! Can you
covered in blood. Like I would have loved that. Like that would have been so fun.
My God.
I was like, did they build this set or did they cover a real theater with blood and then have to
sure they built it.
I think they had to have built it.
Yeah, that wouldn't. Can you imagine the Vista being like, yeah, it's fine. You can shoot blood everywhere.
AMC Century City,
AMC Burbank. They're like,
they're going to rent it for like 2 months to clean all the blood out of it.
Yikes.
But yeah, she starts projectiling blood all over everyone. From like her hand falls off. And then we're sort of really getting the Frankenstein of it all. They're all yelling. She flees, falls to the ground, and explodes. Yeah.
Amazing.
Wait, and this is she becomes I read in the script, it's like the next evolution is let me tell you. It's not Monster Elisu. It's
there's a new name for it?
Yeah, it's Mush of Monster Elisu.
I love that.
Yeah, and then she can obviously, from there she continues to drag herself, and she eventually gets to her Walk of Fame star.
I feel like whatever she looks like at that point is what your blueberry bagel looks like the toppings on it.
Don't tempt me. Sounds good.
Blueberry bagel.
So good. I love it so
much.
With
egg.
Oh, and bacon. Don't you forget. And then she continues to dissolve and becomes, in the script, puddle of Monster Elisu.
Dying. That's genius that they wrote it like that.
Yes. Yeah. And so, I mean, it makes sense when you look through here why it won the best screenplay, because it's so creative and so fun. But, ultimately, do you think she's still alive below the liquid, below the star? She's like still seeping around.
It'd be like Hellraiser.
I think she's in that.
Oh, yes.
She's in the LA River.
But you know in Hellraiser when someone bleeds on a thing that the person died on and it brings them back?
Are you kidding me?
You just bleed on her Walk of Fame star and then just Elizabeth Sparkle's back.
Hear me out. I think we could do an Alex Mack reboot for Nickelodeon starring Mush of Monster Elizabeth.
Mush of Elizabeth. Yeah. Hell yeah, let's fucking go.
Alex Mack versus
Alex
Mush.
Mack, yeah. Elizabeth Mack.
Go. mush of Elizabeth Mack.
What a incredible movie.
Yeah.
So fun to rewatch because I hadn't
so good.
I've been meaning to rewatch it, but I have trouble committing to a 2.5 hour long movie. Because I like to go fast. I like
keep it breezy.
I like an 80-minute Friday the 13th experience most of the time. I can watch 2 Friday the 13th movies almost in the time that it takes me to watch this. But it was so nice getting to rewatch it with a full year of time and like sort of absent any discourse, which I have trouble watching movies around the Academy Award period because I just feel like there's so much noise about them and it's hard to sort of like sit in it. And it was nice getting back to just like, this is a movie. This is a really, really good movie that's fun to watch.
Well, a lot of people are telling you how to think or feel about a film. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. It sucks. It really sucks that a movie is overtaken by discourse sometimes. You know, sometimes it's warranted, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that was the substance.
That was the substance, baby.
Yeah. Thanks so much for joining us this week, Amir.
Thank you.
We'll have you back at some point. We like to good conversations across the board. We'll have you back when your next short or your feature's done. And again, tell everyone where they can find you.
Totally. I'm on Instagram at Amir Michael 89. If you want to watch Slasher, it is on Screamfest YouTube channel, and you can check it out there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Go check it out, people. Go check it out.
Again, if you didn't check it out Monday when we told you to check it out, you have to check it out now.
Check it out. You have to.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. And have a great week, everyone. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
This podcast has been presented and produced by Stuart Ross and Jesse Tappett. Edited by Stuart Ross. All recording equipment provided by Photo Booth Productions. To support our podcast, join us at patreon.com/anothergayhorrorpod.